Okay, very good. Okay, so let's discuss today related to Power Pages, Power Portal. So think about one scenario. What if your customers, partners, or vendors could access CRM data, your request and track cases and collaborate with your organization 24 into support without needing a dynamic CRM license. In this session, you will learn how dynamic CRM portals and Microsoft Power Pages are transforming digital experience and why they are becoming a critical skill for CRM professional in this AI era. See, if we are able to access dynamic CRM or model driven app, so we need a license, and licensing cost is very crucial here and even the very costly. We all know related to this specific challenge. So if we need to showcase this particular data to that specific users or without even accessing the dynamic CRM and even without sharing more data, more cost to the end customer. We have a capability, we can share our dynamic CRM data without getting any additional license cost. Licensing cost is very high. So let's cover that particular topic, and even this particular, if you are able to understand this particular topic, so I think we covered most of the things here. So do you have any idea related to Power Pages? Anything, any exposures? If not, this session will help you a lot, because now in a day it is not like the dynamic CRM only. How cost effective solution you are proposing to the end customer, that should be your end goal. How to achieve this particular one, that particular things you should understand, how we are going to implement this particular architecture. So let's start with this particular one. Okay, let me show you, let me share my screen and I can show you how we are going to implement this particular one, right? 1 minute, let me share my screen here. This one, let me logged in into dynamic CRM applications, then I will share. Hope you are able to my screen. Good morning everyone. You are able to see my screen, right? So here, this is trial environment. What I have done here, I have logged in into the trial environment so that we can discuss further. But here, if you need, because today we are discussing to the Power Pages. So how Power Pages is a separate here place where we need to, work into the Power Pages development. Here, if you need to go to the Power Page development site, so either you have that particular URL or you can go in this particular place. So Power Automate, we have separate one, we have Business Central Access also, we will talk about that one, Power Apps, and then Power Pages. Is this trial expired? Let's open this one once. I think yes. Hey, Himanshu, can you share that tile environment access so that I think this is expired now, but I don't think so. We are able to open this. Can you check if this DF5A is available or it is expired? Just share me that details. I think let me logged in into new environment. I need to stop sharing. Himanshu is here. Okay, I got it. Let's open a new browser. Just send me URL also. Send me URL. URL, we will get it. One minute. Okay, let me share my screen. Hope you are able to see my screen. Now we have logged in into new environment. Okay, meantime, think about that one. Do you have any idea like what is the pricing for Dynamic CRM? Like as of now, we are accessing this environment without any cost. Think about that one. If we have licensing cost like $115 per month, in terms of INR, 115 into suppose 95. So this is the monthly cost we have. So monthly cost in INR, and this is the yearly cost multiply by 12. So how much it is? 1,31,000. This is the monthly cost for one user licensing cost. If it is a enterprise license for attached dynamic CRM sales. That's why some of the users, some of the candidates, they are saying this is very expensive applications. But anyhow, most of the very big organization, they are utilizing this application. So suppose think about that one organization, they are utilizing approximate their CRM users, approximate 500 users normally, but they are they are having their dealers and distributors. Dealers and distributors, suppose what they are doing actually, dealers and distributor, they are selling our product on behalf of us. That is the purpose, and we are giving a profit sharing models, and we are sharing some profit to them. That's why they are doing business with us. That is the main core agenda we have if we are utilizing any dealers or distributors or any franchisee based sharing models. So what happen? Suppose if we have approximate 1,000 or 10,000 dealers and distributors across India. So is there any possibility we can give them dynamic CRM access? Maybe if we are giving any minimum, licensing part like 75 one, and we are giving access to them. So what happen? Multiply by 75. This is the monthly cost at least they are having, and this is the yearly cost. So this is also, if we have this much amount, this much candidates, so how much we have to pay if we are giving dynamic CRM license? How much it is? This is very huge amount, 67 crore. And but we are not sure if this particular amount is feasible if we are going to give dynamic CRM access. And even we are not sure what types of benefit they will get even after paying this much amount. So our purpose as a consultant, as a dynamic CRM expert, our responsibility here is to cut down this particular cost based on, and even they can utilize their day-to-day activity whatever they are doing, and they have to utilize the dynamic CRM database access also without paying that much amount. So that's why this power pages or portals comes into the pictures. Power pages portals, maybe we can give $5 per users per month. This particular license is expired now, but deprecated, or Microsoft is discontinue this one, but not this much amount we have to pay to the portal users. So we have to give the best possible solution in terms of their requirement, in terms of the financial conditions also. That's why these portals comes into the pictures. If, okay, think about that part, what they will do as part of dynamic CRM. What is their primary responsibility as dealers or distributor? What they want to see, if we are maintaining some stock or any information, or maybe any such situations where they are selling their data, their product, or maybe they have any issues. I will give you a realistic, real example here how to achieve that particular requirement. Suppose I will give you one example. Suppose there is a company who is selling bread across all the regions. You know the bread, you mostly utilizing bread butters, and in Mumbai location, bread pakoda, and even there are many things. Suppose there are so many even dealers, distributor, and there are many other sellers also. They are selling your product. You are a owner of one company who is selling their product like bread. So they have 1,000 of dealers or distributors. What is their concern, primarily concern here? If you can resolve that issue, maybe your business is perfect here. So what to do? So what they are facing actually, suppose they have approximate on daily basis they are getting new fresh order. They received the product, they are selling. Maybe there might be some scenario they are getting some bread packets which are impacted or which are not good state. Maybe red white also there, maybe there are some color changes, maybe there are some different types of issue in that bread. So end customer is not purchasing that particular those particular items. So who will bear that particular cost? Dealers, distributors, or retailers? No, right? So what they will do? Company has that agreement. If you have such types of complaint, you can raise a request. You can create a ticket. We will reward, or we will give the replacement of those types of product, or those types of bread. How you will going to achieve that one, that is your concern. So if you are going to create, you are going to give a dynamic crm access, this will give a very huge amount in terms of the cost. So how we are going to provide a place or portal they can directly raise their concern, and they can track that particular request. What is the current status of that one? Their main primary concern is resolved. And even if you created one portal that is called power pages portal, which you can resolve their 90 or 95% issues, so there is no concern. It could be related to the settlement, it could be related to the product replacement, it could be related to the tat. Like we have created one request maybe 2 months ago, and that claim is not received, so even they can track. That is centralized application which they are having. So that types of issues if you have, why I'm explaining this one first, so that you can correlate, like, hey, why this portal is needed, why we are not giving dynamic crm access. If you have that types of issues, maybe in any interview, if interviewer asking like, hey, why that portal is needed, multiple portal is needed, why you are not giving the dynamic crm access, like think about that one. We have developed dynamic crm, we have developed, now you are asking us to develop a power pages power portal also. Why? Just give dynamic crm access, why you are not giving the dynamic crm access? So if you don't know that particular situation, so you can simply say, yeah, we can give the dynamic crm access. Why? Yeah, you are right. Because we have developed dynamic crm, and now we can give the dynamics access. What is the barrier? Why we are not able to give the dynamic crm access? Because if we are giving the dynamic crm access, it will charge a lot for that customer. So we are giving a cost effective solution where minimal charges we are paying to the Microsoft, and even their requirement also fulfill. That is our best possible solution. Here we are giving 67 crore to the Microsoft, and here suppose how much it is, multiply by this one and multiply by maybe 95. So this is very minimal cost here. And suppose if we need to give 12 also multiply, so this is the yearly cost at least. How much it is? This is 67.5 crore, and this is 57, that 5 crore 70 lakh. But in terms of this particular cost, this is very lower side. But power pages portal cost, this is not like this is fixed one, $5 per user. This Microsoft is giving, this one is for the fixed price, like, hey, For 1,000 users, you have to pay this much amount. For 10,000 contact one, you have to pay this much amount. It totally depends on the Microsoft and the customer agreement, how this particular cost is comes into the picture. Now, sometimes you have to show some additional features into the Power Pages portal. So we have different types of Power Pages portal. Some of the Power Pages portals are having, which are exposed to the public place. Public place means anyone can access those information without logged in into that applications. But some information, maybe some business users data, if you need to showcase, you have to log in into the portal. So let's discuss all those points. I hope it's clear for everyone why we need separate dynamic CRM instance like Power Pages, why we are not giving the dynamic CRM access to the customer, dealer or distributor. Hope it's clear for everyone. Good morning. Clear? So that at least we can move further if you have that information handy. Okay, so let's discuss about some of the basic things here. What is Microsoft Power Pages here? Microsoft Power Pages is a low code software as a service platform that allow organizations to create secure external website connected to the Microsoft Dataverse and Dynamics 365 CRM. So it means this particular environment, this particular application is directly connected to this Dataverse. Dataverse means if we need to showcase any other information without giving the dynamic CRM license, we have the flexibility, we can showcase the dynamic CRM data. What is dynamic CRM data? Like we have customer information, we have case information, we have here different types of activities. So it totally depends like what types of customization we have done in terms of this development. Okay, so in simple word, we can say Power Pages enable customer, partners, vendors, and external user to interact with your business data. So is there any possibility, suppose you are running a business without dealers and distributors or partners, can you run your business across all the globe? Is there any possibility? No, because if you need to extend your business, it is not like everything you have to do. You have to centralize your business so that you can monitor your things. Anyhow, your purpose here is you have to sell your product and you have to get a specific profit amount into that particular product, whatever you are doing. How you are doing, that is not the main matter. How you are selling your product, that is the main thing. So the bigger players, they won't like, they need to sell their items, their product. If suppose if they are selling maybe 100 products and they are getting 1,000 rupees profit in a same single product, but even if they are selling more than 10,000 products and they are even getting maybe 200 rupees profit, so where is the profit? Profit is when you are selling the more product with less time. So that's why different types of partners comes into the picture. Suppose in real time example, real time scenario, customer support portal. What it means, customer support portal? I have given you one example. Suppose you are selling a bread and you are selling a bread, but you are not giving any types of support, like your purpose here is to sell out, that's it. You are not giving customer support, like if someone is calling, someone is facing any issue related to your product. It could be one example I have given, like brand. You may sell laptop, you may sell mobile phones, you may sell different types of product. But if you are not giving customer support, it could be different scenario. It could be support, you can give a customer support portal, you can give a external customer care, or you can buy a different, there are a new business models comes into the pictures, like you are giving third party your customer care support to any other party. You need to pay only how many calls you are getting into that one. There might be some different engagement, but customer support is very important. So to give in a customer support, you have to give a customer support portal. Customer support portal means, suppose you are facing any issue related to your product, and you have given a WhatsApp number. Like if someone is facing, they can even text on that registered mobile number, and you can create a support ticket, and you are giving a tat into that one. So that is the one way you are giving a support to the end customer. Second here is, suppose student registration portal, employee self-service portal, vendor management portal, membership portals, loan applications portal, healthcare patient portal here, credential management portal. So these are the different real-time portals we have seen in different business. So loan application portal means, suppose you need to buy a smartphone. Suppose you don't have that much amount. So a loan provider company, they have a application where you can register a application, you can fulfill your all information, and you can get loan immediately without getting any hassles, anything. You need not to visit into the their branch. They are providing a access, like you can take less than 1 lakh amount within 5 minutes. So they have exposed a loan applications portal, healthcare patient portal also similar example here. So there are many places where we can give that level of portals to the end customer. They can directly interact to the business based on your requirement, based on your concern. They can fulfill your requirement even without interacting to any other external. Hope it's clear for everyone. So these are the real time scenario which we can give. Suppose if someone is asking, hey, can you explain us what is the Power Pages portal here, and can you give 2 or 3 different real time example? So you can give those types of even samples, like, hey, member portals, loan application portal we can create, healthcare patient portal we can create, credential management, employee self service portal, customer support portal, student registration portal. So at least you have the clarity. Why Power Pages? Before customization, before Power Pages, organization has 2 options. Option one, custom website development. So it is not like we have only that Power Pages options only. So they have another option also. Like they can create a .NET based application. They can create a Java based applications. They can create a PHP based. They can create Angular or React based. So challenges are expensive. They have to create everything. Every features they have to inbuild. Long development cycles. So once you have to, whatever is already implemented, why we are creating those things again and again? Suppose Microsoft has developed a here operating system. or Android has created a operating system. Most of the company, if they try to build their own operating system, so it's very difficult to run any business into that one. Why? Because they have to invest many things. It is not like they cannot create their own operating system or their own different mobile based operating system. They can create, but that is very expensive. Instead of creating the base application, they are creating some additional features into that one. That's why the different apps comes into the picture. So if they are going to create operating system or any such thing, so it will long term development cycle, high maintenance cost, complex secure implementation, because they have Microsoft already did many this many years to even complete this particular development. So that's why they are not going into the custom website and web application development. They are choosing option 2, Power Pages. Benefits: low code development, faster implementation, built-in secure, direct database interaction, responsive design. So enterprise grade scalability here. That's why they are choosing Power Pages for such development. Power Pages architecture here, external users here. So here Power Pages website, Dataverse, Dynamic CRM, Power Automate, Azure services, third party system. So these might be component when we are working on the Power Pages architecture part. Now, Power Pages website here, if we have Power Pages website, what we have Power Pages website, front end portals where user interacts, login page, registration page, dashboard, and applications form. Dataverse, what we are storing, customer record, case, application, documentation, and different types of cases or requests, right? So Dynamics 365 we already have. We may have lead management, we may have case management, membership management, approval process we have, and Power Automate. What types of component we are having, and what types of features we can implement with the help of Power Automate. So we already aware we can send email with the help of Power Automate, approval workflow, create CRM record, integrate with external system with the help of Power Automate. Like suppose we need to create a record in SharePoint. Whenever a record is creating into Dynamics CRM, we have that capability. If we need to send some data when a record is created in Dynamics CRM, we need to send that data into their finance and operation applications, their ERP applications. We have that capability to integrate with other Microsoft or other external environment with the help of Power Automate. So, what types of component we are having here? Power Pages website, Dataverse, Dynamics CRM, and Power Automates. Now, types of portal. This is very important part. This particular questions is repeated into the multiple CRM interview process. So can you explain me different types of portals names and what types of features are available in that particular portals? So you can mention customer portal. What we can do with the help of customer portal? Customer portal create support ticket. Support ticket means suppose you have created a car and they are utilizing Dynamic CRM and they have given you that Power Pages access. So you can register through Power Pages and you can create a ticket from that one. Like, hey, I need to avail my first free service. Can you book my appointment? Or maybe my car is uh, I'm facing one issue in my car. Either this particular dashboard features is not working, my music system is not working after 2 months or 3 months. What is the how I can resolve this particular issue? Maybe there might be different types of ticket you can create, that is the different things, but what types of features are available in customer portals? Create a support ticket. If you have created a support ticket, you can check the ticket status. Access knowledge articles, like suppose if you are creating a ticket like, hey, my one dashboard features is not working. So whenever you are selecting that particular issue, or you are entering that issue, you may get multiple response from the knowledge articles. Like, if you are facing some issue into this particular features, you can do these types of troubleshooting step. So that maybe you have to restart this particular one, you have to do these types of R&D, and you can resolve from your side. Even if you have performed those actions, you can visit to the nearest that service support ticket, or whatever you have given that particular. Even you can update your profile directly from the customer portals. What is the benefit here? Maybe one person is, they can update their mobile number, they can update their email ID, so that for further notification you are getting different types of information. And even suppose you have created one vehicle, maybe you have registered your official email ID, then you switch to the another organization, you want to update your email ID. So how to update that one? So that types of flexibility you have in the customer portal. So that is the real time scenario, and these are the features available in the customer portal. These are the limited option that I have showcased you, but there might be some many more. Partner portal. What is here? Partner portal used by business portals, partners here. So partners means, it means whoever given you some different types of new business, they are sharing. Maybe you have to share your revenue with them. That's why you call partners. So they try to help you to improve your business process, or maybe they are giving you some new business. That's why you have to share your some sharing models, business sharing models here. So you have given one opportunity or one option where they can create a new lead. Suppose, one example, uh, many people know, one place like in Noida. There is one portal which they are giving, different types of leads. I'm not able to recall that name. You have to call their number, just dial. I forgot the name. There, you have seen just dial. So you can register as a partner in just dial. So suppose if you are selling something, so they are giving you multiple lead, and they are charging some of the percentage to generate those leads. So that types of partners portals you can give, so that they can give you new business into your organization or your portal directly. There are many websites also available which they are creating different types of new leads. So what you have to do, you have to just pay some X amount, and you can get new lead registration. So what they may do some collaboration, like suppose I I can give you, there might be some different types of engagement. Suppose they can do the agreement related to the numbers of lead. They can do like, hey, I can give the number of lead, but maybe if that lead is converting into the opportunity and you get some invoice or some order, so we need some additional amount into that one also. It is not like we are giving you, lead basis amount. So they can track the opportunity also. Even they can do the sales collaboration also here with these partner portals. So based on the features, based on the requirement, Microsoft has divided different types of categories of Power Pages portals. It is not like I have to do customer portal related support and you have, chooses here the partners portal. Suppose Microsoft has given like, hey, I don't have that categorization. You have to purchase everything. So that is the same thing like if I have requirement related to a small things, but I have to buy every, very big product. So whatever your need, you can buy only those certain information. So third one here is employee portal. Okay. So third one here is partner portal, then vendor portal. What is the meaning of here vendor portal? So let me check if meanwhile if you have any query or you are facing any issue. Hey, do you have any issues or any query? Yeah, sure. Will do. Okay, so can you try to understand related to those things when we have to use those portal or when we have to, use another portal? So vendor portal here is here directly they can submit their invoice. So suppose if you are working as a vendors here, suppose one example I have given here. Suppose there is a organization where they have to buy multiple different products, so they can submit their invoice through these vendor portals itself. They can log in here. They can upload the invoice based on some work they have done, and they can upload their related documents, and maybe they can proceed directly here. So in vendor portal, they are uploading the invoice. One person is reviewing that one, and one person is approving or rejecting or adding some remarks. And based on this particular process, that payment is approved, and that payment is approved, and it will go to the finance team. And finance team, they are processing their invoicing. So the submitter also can track my request in which particular stage, and even in this vendor portal, they can utilize the vendor onboarding process also. Vendor onboarding process is a specific, process where they have certain agreement. They have to do the agreement based on the two party agreement. There are certain terms and conditions. They have to mutually sign those terms and conditions. Based on any conflict, they have to what they have to do the next action. So vendor portals also another features. Employee portal. Employee portal usually features leave request, HR services, access asset request. So any organization, if you have employee, portal, so what types of daily activity employee are doing. So in this particular portals, you can utilize or anyone can utilize these types of facility or that flexibility with those portals here. Hope you understand leave request. HR services. HR services is different types of policies. Suppose if you are, checking like, hey, I just want to understand my, applicable leaves and why my leaves are deducted in my last previous salary. So they can raise different types of information. They can check the company policy and different types of information you can check here. Power pages core component here. So in Power Pages, we have multiple core component. I will show you. Oh, what happened? So website, under website, we have page, navigation, forms, list, and security. Let me show you what types of. Here you can see the app under this particular model driven app. CRM application running very slow. Power Pages Management. See here, we have multiple different component here inside this particular apps. Here we have website. So you can see here website. Under website we have pages, navigations, forms, list, and security. So under page, direct, site settings, there are multiple things under this particular one. So those are the component under websites. Here web pages we have. Here you can see web files, web pages, web templates. So these are the multiple things here we can check. Even when we are discussing those things in detail, we will see. Web pages, home page, contacts us, logged in, dashboard, page, display to the users. Forms, display data, data. Example, student registration form, customer application form, contact us. Two common types, basic forms and multi-steps form. We have two different types of single recorded operations. So bizarre types of, if even you have to perform some bizarre types of form like step 1, step 2, step 3. So here you can see those information here in the multi-step form, like step 1 personal information, step 2 documentation, step 3 review, step 4 submit. So if you have to implement that types of bizarre kind of things, so you have to choose multi-step form here. Single form, you have seen those single forms, multiple users, liquid templates, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Usage in the in web templates, if you have to design something in header, footers, or main menu, you can utilize liquid template, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. I will tell you how we have to utilize those particular things when we have to design or we have to develop Power Pages. So security models, most important topic this one, because in dynamic CRM the security is completely different. So Power Pages interview, this particular section is very important here. Authentication part, how authentication works in the Power Pages. Verified user identity here. So how we have to identify like who is logging into Dynamics or who is logging into the that Power Pages. So we have different types of login mechanism here. So local login, Microsoft Extra ID, Google's login authentication also we can enable. We can enable LinkedIn authentication. We can enable Facebook also. Authorization controls what user can access here. So with the help of authorization, we can control, like in dynamic CRM, we are controlling from the security roles. We are controlling from the apps level also. So likewise, with the authorization, we can control who can access what. So how to implement the authorization here with the help of web roles. So like security roles in dynamic CRM, we have customer, we have partners, we have vendors, we have administration here. So we can create those different types of web roles. So in suppose these are the customer. So what customer can see? What are the partners can see? We can create different types of web roles here, right? So table permission. So even in the table permission, if we are creating a web role, so we can give different types of access like permissions. Here we have create, read, write, delete, append, and append to. Like in dynamic CRM, we have different types of permissions available. Customer can only see their own case here. So dataverse integrations, suppose if we need to implement that types of implementation here, so we can achieve that one. Similar we have in dynamics also. Dataverse integrations. So Power Page works directly with Pages works directly with Dataverse. Example here we have application submitted, record created in Dataverse, dynamic CRM process runs, approver workflow triggers, email send, status update, users view status in portal. So whatever status we have in database Dataverse, that status or that record, because that information we are directly displaying from the database. So whatever information is updated into the database, it will directly impacted into the portal side also, right? Suppose if we need to implement some here portal, so what you can do as initial level student admission portal here. So you can create maybe who have some time here. There are few members here, they can utilize to create different types. Are you able to see my screen? Just let me know. Let me share it again. Now just confirm me. Okay. What to do with internet? Okay, so now new features which even you can even initiate, like student admission portals. So student admission portals, you can create some public page like home, about us, and contacts, authenticated page, login pages, and student dashboard, forms, admission forms, and documents upload. This is the real time that you can even create some of the public website, maybe directly here even in the tile environment also. You can start developing here, and you can create some website here directly based on this recommendation also. Forms, admission forms, documents upload, list, application status here, automation, we can do the email notification, approval workflow. This project teach almost every Power Pages concept here. So this particular one you can achieve here. Let me try if I can just try this one. This is not that much complex. You can do the ways. You can try this one. Power Pages development skills here. So beginners levels here. What you have to learn: Dataverse, we already know, tables, forms, view, Power Pages Studio here, that I have showcased here. Power Pages here, there are many templates here we can utilize. Like if we need to create different types of layout for the website, here you can create, even you can create a solution here, and you can even create a different types of component. We have those option here, Copilot Studio also, Power Platform Admin Center. So you can, we will discuss about this Copilot Studio also in one of the session, but here we will focus on here Power Pages. So like how to achieve that particular one into this things, you can do those types of, okay. So now we will discuss about the functional interview question whatever we have here. So if you know those information, that is sufficient for the Power Pages, like hey, what is the Power Pages, how it is different from the Dataverse D365 portals, and what is the Dataverse, what are the web roles, what are the table permissions. So these are the basic things you should know related to the common information you should have related to the Power Pages. If you know those information, that is more than sufficient. And technical, does you, how does authentication works, how do you create secure data, how do form interact with dataverse, what is the liquid template, how do you interact external user. So these types of uh, questions you may have answer once we will work more on these items. Okay, how do you interact external system? So, and architecture level, how would you design a customer self-service portal? How would you secure sensitive data? How would you handle millions of portals users? How would you integrate interact Power Pages and external applications? So these types of answers are on higher side, but those will help you to learn a lot more things here. I'm sharing those information here so that at least we can discuss further. So roadmap here we already have all those information, but we'll connect further maybe next consecutive sessions here. Do you have anything to ask here? We are over the time. Thank you. Thank you everyone for the time. Have a great day. We will try to set up one, here PCF related session also, so that at least we all have basic understanding, basic software requirement, like how to, create a PCF control, and even how to interact with Dataverse, and what actually, why we need PCF control, what is the benefit here. So we will try to cover that one also. Okay, we'll try to give detailed session related to the liquid templates and how we are creating the web pages here, and we'll see. Thank you everyone, have a good day.